The hotel's restaurant features two very clear dining options, both a set menu, which is an extremely affordable choice that has a diverse offering, and an a la carte option, for those that wish to customize their choices a little more. The set menu is either $49 for 2 courses or $59 for 3 courses, and there's an option for wine pairing in each case. We'll be looking at the 3-course set menu first, and then lastly the a la carte choices. For the entree, we had the pumpkin and ricotta ravioli. While it looks and sounds appealing, on this occasion we found the ravioli quite hard, almost like they'd been deep fried. It wasn't enjoyable because of this. It should have been very soft on the bite, as ricotta is a soft cheese and the pasta was very tough, not just al dente. For the main, we chose the slow-cooked beef cheeks in red wine sauce, truffle-infused potato mash, and glazed heirloom carrots. This dish was definitely a winner, with the beef falling apart on the touch, while the sauce had the type of depth, you just know it takes hours to build. Well done on this dish, Diplomat team, it was really rich and lovely. For dessert, we chose the panna cotta. The presentation was playful and artistic, and while the flavor combination definitely worked, the panna cotta was a little stiff on the wobble, and the serving size just a little bit smaller than you'd like. But of course, everyone wants a little more panna cotta. Always. Now, turning to the a la carte menu, which is more expensive, only 2 courses were chosen here. For entree, we chose the baked brie with apple salad and ciabatta for $24, and for the main we chose the 400-gram T-bone steak for $52. The entree was definitely also a winning dish, with the brie lightly baked in a crust of phyllo pastry, served with julienne apples in the salad. It was a delightful experience all round. Well done again. As for the steak, it was as described on the menu, but left us feeling a little underwhelmed relative to the $52 price tag. The steak was a little too charred for our liking and a little bit nervy on the bite. Perhaps a little serving of sauce on the side could embellish the overall experience a little more. After dinner, we decided to end our meal with a sample from the Diplomat's cocktail menu, with an espresso martini being our elixir of choice. While there was definitely a strong flavor of coffee, as expected, we noted there was a distinct lack of Kahlua flavor, and in fact the drinks seemed very weak overall, almost like the only ingredient was coffee. For $23 each, we wouldn't be ordering these again. Overall, we enjoyed our dinner at the Diplomat's restaurant. We did note, however, that there was a distinct cold and sterile atmosphere in the room at the time we had dined. There were other diners there, but the room was totally silent, devoid of any suitable music to accompany diners during their meal, and it was like everyone was listening to the diners' personal conversations. A little awkward indeed. This was disappointing, as we knew the central bar had a great sound system, and it was only after all the diners had finished their meal that some soft tunes were put on. We did raise this with staff on the night, and they apologized, advising they'd forgot to put the music on. But at that point our dinner was over, and the opportunity for setting the mood was lost.